Hey guys, you're in a nutshell with me, Ina. O, anong say ninyo sa proposal na ito? Meron pong isang MP or Minister of Parliament based in Ontario na nananawagan na tapusin na, isarado na ang Temporary Foreign Workers Program ng Canada. Wow, that's a big ask, no? Nag-launch po siya ng petition again para manawagan na ipasara na ang TFW program. Huwag munang mag-hire ng foreign workers, huwag munang mag-issue ng lamia sa mga employers. Yun po ang kanyang gusto. I don't know how much support his petition will get. Ako personally, just my opinion, I find it to be, on the medyo extreme side ng mga proposals to end the many problems in Canada's immigration system. Hindi naman po natin talaga i-deny. Marami naman po talaga ding problema yung TFW program. We've had many episodes talking about, fraud using the TFW program. And, ayun. Actually, binabasa ko po yung mga kadahilanan niya kung bakit niyang gusto ipatigil muna ito. And honestly, they are all valid concerns. If I'm not mistaken, baka nga na-discuss ko pa in previous episodes ang parehong sentimiento ba niya. But again, my only question is if yung kanyang proposal to totally scrap the program, tama ba yun? Yun ba ang magiging solusyon sa problema ngayon ng immigration ng Canada? Diba? What do you guys think? Again, this is a petition. Online petition lang po ito. If you go to his website ni Mr. Jamil Jivani and you think he is right, you support his cause, you can actually take part in the petition. Pupunta lang po kayo sa website niya, give your information, your name, contact, info, and then may virtual signature din po kayong kailangan gawin doon. But anyway, so sige, it's been reported in multiple news websites today. Let me show you an example. Ito po. Yeah, this is from CTV News. Jamil Jivani launches petition to end temporary foreign worker program. Ito po siya. I believe he represents the Bowman, Oshawa area. Diyan po, no? Again, I mean, dito po pala sa Ontario. Conservative po pala siya yan. Conservative MP has launched a petition. Okay, the petition says the TFW program is a large contributor to an unsustainable level of immigration. And the petition also claims the program is taking jobs away from Canadians and suppressing wages. Yan. Again, these are sentiments we know, we've heard so many times in the past, no? Actually, puntahan natin yung mismong website pala niya, no? Wag na tayo dito sa, news site. Let's go to his website. Ito talagang straight to the point, oh. Bullet points, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bullet points sa kanyang mga kadahilanan. Sabi niya, more than 160,000 new work permits that were issued under the TFWP from January to October 2024. Oh, ang dami nun during that period lang. And Canadian economists have observed that the availability of TFWs provides an opportunity for businesses to hire foreign workers for lower wages and unfavorable working conditions. Naalala nyo guys, no, meron pong report from the United Nations sometime late last year talking about how the temporary foreign worker program is like modern day slavery for some, no? Dahil nga maraming mga nang-abuso, merong mga employers nag-attract ng foreign workers papuntang Canada at sa gusto ng marami na makapunta dito, tinanggap nila yung medyo hindi magandang kalagayan for a worker. Okay? They were highly underpaid. They were made to live in, unsuitable housing, overworked, threatened, sexually abused pa yung iba. Mga ganun po, So I think ito yung tinutukoy niya dito na unfavorable working conditions na nagiging, vulnerable ang ilang foreign workers too. And of course, yung sinasabi niyang lower wages. Yan ang complaint po ng maraming mga Canadians, no? Sinasabi nila na hindi na talaga tataas ang sweldo dito kasi yung mga foreign workers tanggap ng mga trabaho dito for a low wage, 'di ba? They are keeping wages low. Yan ang kanilang hinaing. Okay. Third, itong may sinasabi siya, merong isang union, Local 97, has called on the federal government to immediately end the program also and instead invest in Canadian workers and protect Canadian jobs. Ito pa, yung isa nating madalas naririnig, youth unemployment in Canada, yung mga edad 15 to 24 daw. Tumaas ng husto, sabi niya, from 9% in 2022 to 14% in 2024. At yun daw po ang highest level ng youth unemployment in more than a decade. Okay, except na lang daw po nung panahon ng COVID. Wow, in Toronto, he's pointing out in the petition, the number of unemployed youth jumped 50% in 2 years. Oh, kasi again, isa rin po yan sa dati ng sinasabi na yung mga trabaho na dapat sa mga bata po dito sa Canada, yung mga sa summer jobs, kumbaga, yung mga nasa fast food, servers, etc. Kailangan pa daw ba talagang ikuha pa yan, i-outsource from other countries? Diba? Imbis na magkaroon ng pagkakataon daw po yung mga bata dito, na makapagtrabaho ng, yung mga starting jobs nila, napupunta na lang daw po sa foreign workers. Okay. Isa pang kadahilanan. Ayan, na-dominate na raw ng foreign workers yung usually youth-dominated sectors. Ito na nga yung sinasabi ko, nito lang. Katulad ng food service and retail. And ako, ito may specific siyang pinatatamaan daw. In Ontario, yung Tim Hortons, nag-hire ng more than 700 temporary foreign workers noong 2023. Samantalang noong 2019, 58 lang daw ang hinire. Okay, and sabi ng petition, this surge has increased competition for entry-level jobs, making it harder for young Canadians to find work. Okay. At ang huli niyang punto, okay, meron pala siyang exemption na willing naman siya, no? For the sake of Canada's agricultural industry, sabi niya, TFWs classified as seasonal agricultural workers should be treated as a separate program and not lumped in with a broader TFW program. Okay, basically, for him, kung agricultural workers, seasonal agri workers, dapat open pa din ang Canada. Okay? So, yun ang kanyang mga dahilan. Ano? What do you guys think? I think, sa totoo lang, I think, again, they're all valid. It's the question of how you address these problems. Ako personally, I don't think it is. I don't think closing the program altogether is the right way to do it. I don't know if the solution will help Canada's ongoing aging population problem also. But anyway, my point is, I think there's always room for foreign workers, new immigrants in Canada. It's just a matter of, again, tulad ng sasabi niya, hindi dapat unsustainable. It should be done in a sustainable manner without straining resources locally. Diba? And I think, yun naman po ang pinapangako ng mga opisyal dito. Nung nanalong liberal, kahit yung conservative, by the way, conservative MP siya, no? I don't think the leader of the Conservative Party, yun si Pierre, nung time na tumatakbo siya, I don't think he ever mentioned anything about putting an end to the TFW program. He only talked about tightening rules for it. He only talked about ending fraud. Diba? Yung mga ganun ba? So I think that's different. I think that's more acceptable to me. Definitely, that's more acceptable to me. Yung maghigpit rather than isarado altogether. Interestingly, dito po sa article ng CTV News, sabi dito, Giovanni appears to be acting alone with his petition. The conservatives daw, yun, did not immediately respond to a request for comment. And frankly speaking, hindi natin alam, mukhang malabo din po na mangyari yan sa mga panahon ngayon dahil kaka-elect lang po ni Liberal Prime Minister Mark Carney at kaka-announce lang din po niya or kaka-release lang po niya ng parang mandate yan sa kanyang cabinet, itong mandate letter halimbawa, at nakasaad po dyan na isa sa kanyang priorities ay ang immigration. Kasama po sa priorities niya itong number 6 pertaining to his plans for immigration, attracting the best talent in the world to help build our economy while returning our overall immigration rates to sustainable levels. So I highly doubt na yung petition na yan ay magsasucceed. And also, you have to remember, yun pong immigration levels plan na inihanda ng government ng Canada last year, yung latest, by the Liberals pa rin, meron na silang plano talaga na bilang ng mga workers or new immigrants na tatanggapin from this year until 2027, and that includes, room for temporary foreign workers also. So, yun lang naman, what do you think about this proposal? It's a little bit extreme, Naalala ko yung isang official din, actually isang kandidato nung itong katatapos lang na federal election na ang panawagan naman niya, wag na daw mag-approve ng bagong mga PR applications. I found that a little bit, again, medyo extreme yun. Parang ganito din ang feeling ko towards this. Medyo, baka hindi naman po ito talaga yung kailangan. But anyway, feel free to disagree with me. It's okay. Put them down there in the comment section, whatever you think about this proposal. I look forward to reading them. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!